three communities, all in the same corridor, all townhouse-driven family communities. And almost every client who comes to me looking at one of these ends up asking about the other two. So let's actually put them side by side. Location, developer, subcommunities, unit types, sizes, current prices, and what's actually sold recently. No opinions on which one's best, just the real data so you can match it to what you actually need. Damac Hills 1, Mudon, Arabian Ranches 2. Let's go through all three properly. First, proximity. These three communities sit almost in a straight line along the same corridor between Al Qudra Road and Emirates Road in the broader Dubai land area. You can genuinely drive between all three in under 15 minutes. Damac Hills 1 sits closest to Hessa Street and Al Qudra Road, built around the Trump International Golf Club. Mudon sits right at the intersection of Emirates Road and Al Qudra Road, practically a neighbor to Damac Hills, a short drive away. Arabian Ranches 2 sits slightly further along, also just off Emirates Road, adjacent to the original Arabian Ranches community. So this isn't really an east versus west decision. These three are genuinely competing for the same buyer, someone who wants a landed home and a family-oriented community. And easy access to the same stretch of Dubai, roughly 25 to 35 minutes to downtown and Business Bay depending on traffic. That's exactly why comparing them properly matters. The differences aren't about location, they're about developer, product and price. Let's start with Damac Hills 1. Master developer is Damac Properties, one of Dubai's largest private developers. This was actually Damac's first community development, spanning just over 42 million square feet. Structurally, it's one of the broadest single communities in this comparison. Over 25 sub-communities and clusters built around the Trump International Golf Club and roughly 4 million square feet of parkland. You've got apartments, townhouses, and standalone villas all within the same master community, which is different from the other two we'll cover. For townhouses specifically, the relevant clusters include areas like Rockwood and Queens Meadows, generally offering 2 to 4 bedroom layouts with private gardens. Townhouse sizes typically range from 1,500 to 2,700 square feet. 3-bedroom units generally sit in the 1,800 to 2,000 square foot range. 4-bedroom units generally run 2,500 to 2,700 square feet. On pricing, as of July 2026, 3-bedroom townhouses are transacting between 3.1 and 4.1 million dirhams, while 4-bedroom townhouses average between 4.5 and 6.5 million. These numbers reflect real verified transaction data from this month. On recent transactions, the market in Damac Hills 1 has seen over 100 resale transactions for ready properties recently, with 0 off-plan resales. This means buyers are prioritizing immediate occupancy. Damac Hills 1 is a largely delivered, mature community at this point. Most of the townhouse stock is ready, so you're primarily seeing secondary resale supply alongside select newer sub-communities like Ivory by Damac. Rental yields here remain very strong, averaging around 7.7%, driven by consistent family tenant demand. Now Mudon. Master developer is Dubai Properties, part of the government-backed Dubai Holding Group. Mudon is structured around a central 1.8 million square foot park with sub-communities including Arabella, Nasim, Rahat, and the newer Mudon Al Ranim. For townhouses specifically, Arabella offers a mix of 3, 4, and 5-bedroom units, while Al Salam generally focuses on 4-bedroom townhouses with private gardens. Sizes range from 1,200 to 2,400 square feet for 3-bedroom units and up to 2,700 square feet for 4-bedroom units. On pricing, as of July 2026, Arabella townhouses are transacting around 3.6 million, while the newer Mudon Al Ranim phases average closer to 3.9 million. On recent transactions, we've seen units in Arabella 2 selling for 3.67 million. Mudon has reached full maturity this month, with the final phases of Mudon Al Ranim concluding in Q3 2026. The community is moving away from off-plan volatility. Rental yields average between 5.5 and 7.4%, with townhouses in Arabella commanding roughly 255,000 dirhams per year in rent. Now Arabian Ranches 2, master developer is Emaar Properties, launched in 2013 as the second phase of the original Arabian Ranches. Arabian Ranches 2 spans 10 sub-communities with Mediterranean-influenced architecture across Spanish, Moroccan, and Arabesque styles. Reem Community and Camellia are the primary townhouse-focused areas, generally offering 3 and 4-bedroom layouts. Standalone villas are in clusters like Laila and Palma. Reem townhouses generally range from around 2,200 to 2,650 square feet. On pricing, 3-bedroom units in Camellia are transacting around 3.6 million. while 4-bedroom units are transacting at 5 million and above. The average price per square foot has seen an annual increase of 12 to 15% recently. Arabian Ranches 2 is now a pure resale market with zero new construction. What you see listed is genuinely all there is. No upcoming off-plan release is going to add new townhouse supply here. This scarcity is driving the consistent price growth we're seeing. Rental yields average between 6 and 8%. It's a favorite for long-term end users, especially since values consistently sit above the 10-year golden visa threshold. So here's the actual shape of the comparison. Damac Hills 1 offers golf course living and the broadest mix of product types. Mudon is the value leader with a mix of ready and soon-to-be-handed-over stock. And Arabian Ranches 2 carries that established Emaar brand recognition in a fully mature, zero-construction environment. None of these is the right answer on its own. If you want new off-plan stock, Mudon or Damac Hills give you those options. If you want zero construction risk, Arabian Ranches 2 fits that. It's about fit. So that's the real picture. Same corridor, 3 different developers, and genuinely different entry points depending on your strategy. If you want the live numbers for current listings or recent closed sales, I can pull those for you directly. Follow for more breakdowns. Real data, no guesswork.